So it's farewell to Chris Sununu, and longtime Congresswoman Annie Kuster also left office this month. But she did step forward on January 6th to mark the anniversary of the attack on the Congress and efforts to stop the counting of electoral votes and the certification of the 2020 election. One of the points she wanted to make was that people still don't seem to know just how little time elapsed between her escape from the House chamber and the entry of rioters into the halls of Congress.
What's troubling for me as both a victim of the insurrection, but a witness to the insurrection, I feel compelled to remind people how close we came. You and I have talked about this on a number of occasions. We have video footage, just 30 seconds from when a number of us were evacuated from the building under dire circumstances. Every single time those police pushed back on the bicycle racks and pushed back in that crowded hallway where they were jammed and stuck in the revolving door, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds held back that mob. 30 seconds before those insurrectionists are in that hallway, literally hunting for members of Congress, big backpacks. Who knows what they had, zip ties, bear mace, what their intentions were. And within 2 minutes, Adam, that hallway is full of the rioters. And there were 24 members who are stuck inside on the door on the left that he tries to open, who couldn't get out. I think it was a good 10 or 15 minutes till the riot gear police got up there and quelled that mob. But honestly, if we had been kidnapped or maimed or just sent to the hospital, we could not have gone back that night to vote on the certification, and America would not have woken up to the peaceful transfer of power and the certification of the election. And I just think it's really important to convey to people how close we came.
That wraps up this edition of Close Up New Hampshire. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the politics page on our website and mobile app for more in-depth analysis and to sign up for our weekly newsletter. We'll be back next week. Have a great Sunday.